Hi, it's Coach Vicki. I'm coming to you today from my bike ride. Well, I've paused, not riding my bike right now, but along the Cowboy Trail near where I live, which is a path that follows an old rail bed. And I'm currently sitting on one of the bridges, but actually, earlier this spring we had a lot of flooding in the area, and you can see the bridge I'm sitting on just sort of washed away, or the approach to it washed away. So it's a fun place for me to sit, take a break from my ride, and I wanted to share with you today some thoughts on intuition. And I wonder what intuition means to you. Some might call it the feeling in their stomach or in their gut. Some might call it that little voice in their head. Do you trust those feelings or that intuition? And do you listen to it? Because for me, learning to trust that feeling of intuition has really become a game changer in my life. I can remember years ago where I was having kind of some gut feelings about some things, and I really chose to ignore that. In fact, I kind of chose to flip a switch and completely turn off listening to that intuition. And in hindsight, the intuition was spot on and I should have listened. So years later, learning how to reconnect with that and then distinguish what's the voice of the mind and the ego. Our mind tells us things all day long. If you just do an experiment and you're quiet for 30 seconds or maybe a minute, just listen to all the things that your mind says and tells you. Well, that's not intuition. That's the ego, the mind, feeding us just nonsense information all day long. But the intuition is that really deep sense of knowing and that voice that bubbles up from inside ourselves. And if we're not used to listening to it, we can literally not know what it sounds like, and be completely unaware even that it's there. So why would you want to listen to it? Well, I've come to think of my intuition as almost like having an eye in the sky on my future. It's almost like an eye in the sky that can see what's coming up ahead for me, some things that I can't see from where I'm at. But it can give me a sense of, yeah, this is going to be good or this isn't going to be good. And it also helps me to get really in touch with what genuinely makes me happy in life when I listen to that intuition. And if I listen to my intuition about maybe, going to an event and it says, nah, it's probably better to stay home. And then I ponder about it and think, you know what? The event probably wasn't something I really wanted to go to anyway. So your intuitive voice is in line also with what is going to make you happy in your life. So how can we learn to use that in life and in business? Because I truly think as a manager or leader in a business place, you're making decisions all day long from your intuition or gut. You know your business, and then there comes to a point in time where you're having to trust that what the feelings that you have are steering you in the right direction. So how can you learn to know that? And then in life, how can you use your intuition to help guide you in your career path or in making relationship choices? Those are all fun things that I'm going to be talking about in a class coming up soon on intuition. So leave me a comment on, do you use intuition in your life, or what do you call it? And how much of the time, what percentage of the time do you feel like you live from a space of listening to your intuition? Is it zero, like you not even know it's there, or is it maybe 80 or 90%? So awesome. Look forward to seeing you. Have a great day.